Is Pro Football Focus the be-all, end-all of football analysis? No. What is up, Bills Mafia? We have 129 days to go until the Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 57, and this channel is going to document every single day leading up to that amazing moment with a video. My video yesterday got some people talking in the comments section about Tremaine Edmonds and whether or not he is an asset to our team. I had my opinion change a little bit with Tremaine after watching the video of him mic'd up against the Ravens. It was really good to see just how much he is into the game, because to me, he just seemed like one of the quieter guys on the defense. But after watching that video, I realized that he definitely is engaged. But that doesn't mean he's any faster because he can talk louder. As far as I'm concerned, Tremaine continues to struggle. And unfortunately, for one of my now former subscribers, they weren't happy with the fact that I considered Tremaine somewhat of a liability on our defense. And when I say liability, I mean he's not really necessarily hurting the defense terribly, but I don't think he's helping the defense terribly. And listen, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to take it from me. I went to Pro Football Focus, and they really dissect all of these players up and down and give them grades. And so, let's look at Pro Football Focus and see what they say about Tremaine.
All right, well, let's just take a little gander at this. Linebackers, Matt Milano right there at the top. Very cool, and I don't think that's a surprise because Matt has been playing absolutely amazing. Right behind him, Bobby Wagner of the Rams, and after that, some names that we know, some names perhaps we're not so sure who they are. I am very interested to see Anthony Barr right here in the top 15 because he was available, and I would have liked to see the Bills get him, but they didn't. He goes instead to the Dallas Cowboys, but let's see where Tremaine Edmonds comes in. Go down, Malcolm Rodriguez, Devin Lloyd, he's a rookie, Kenneth Murray, go to Jacob Phillips, we have Patrick Queen, who we just played against, Jamin Davis, Mike Kyle Walker, Drake Greenlaw, Drew Tranquil. Come on, Tremaine, where are you? Frankie Louvu, Bobby Okereke, Leighton Vander Esch. I'm a little surprised he's not a little bit higher. I thought he was pretty good. But there he is, Mr. Tremaine Edmonds, all the way down, 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 down. And he's just ahead of Roquan Smith. So that's very interesting. So, Tremaine is, I don't know, a top 40 linebacker. That's not too impressive. But while we're on this, let's check out some of these other positions. Let's go to wide receivers. Check out where our boy Stephon Diggs comes in. Cooper Kupp at the top, not a surprise. Tyreek Hill up there, not a surprise. A.J. Brown, not a surprise. And there's Stephon Diggs right there, right ahead of Jamison Crowder. Now, the parameters for how these guys are ranked is unsure. I don't exactly know it. I'm not going to pay to have all of these unlocked. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. It's like $10 a month. I don't go to the site enough to constitute me going to pay, $10 a month for it. Maybe one day. But Stephon Diggs right there, right behind Garrett Wilson and ahead of players like Amari Cooper, Devontae Adams, Drake London, Mike Evans. So great to see Stephon Diggs ranking real high. Okay, let's go to another position. Let's try cornerbacks. At the top, we have Jack Jones of the Patriots. At number 3, we have Jalen Ramsey. And look who's right behind Jalen Ramsey at number 4. Kaiir Elam. Very nice. You don't hear his name called very much in games, and that's because I don't think the quarterbacks like throwing in his direction. He doesn't have an interception yet, but he certainly is elevating his game. I think he's going to be one of the best cornerbacks in football. And when Tre'Davious White comes back and they have Kaiir Elam and Tre'Davious White, forget about it. Just forget about it. No one is throwing on us. Let's do maybe a couple more positions real quick. We'll save quarterbacks for last to see where Pro Football Focus has our boy Josh Allen. Let's go to edge rushers. Let's see if Greg Rousseau... Oh, What the heck? Boogie Basham at the top of edge rushers? Are you kidding me? So there's something about Boogie Basham that Pro Football Focus really likes, just ahead of Myles Garrett. Maybe Boogie needs to get on the field a little bit more. Again, I don't know how they come up with these numbers, but Greg Rousseau down about top 30. So, obviously he and Von Miller have bigger numbers than Boogie Basham, but there's something about Boogie Basham that Pro Football Focus likes. And there's Von Miller. He's about 40 down. Again, there's a lot of things that Pro Football Focus looks at to determine these rankings. And finally, let's go to the quarterbacks one real quick time. See where they have our boy Josh Allen. Coming in at number 2. Right ahead of Patrick Mahomes, but behind Geno Smith. So Pro Football Focus, after the first 4 games of the season, really appreciate Geno Smith and his game. Making the top 10, Marcus Mariota, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Justin Fields. I mean, you can argue with these if you want, and that's, your right to do so, because a lot of these rankings, people will say, what the heck? How can you have Geno Smith ahead of Josh Allen? Totally get it, but as they say, numbers don't lie. And when it comes to linebackers, Tremaine Edmonds is way, way down on the list, while Matt Milano is right there at the top.
Is Pro Football Focus the be-all, end-all of football analysis? No. They could be making up all those numbers for all I know, but I doubt it, because so many other people use Pro Football Focus when it comes to, gauging how a football team, how their players are doing. So I think for the most part, we can trust those rankings. And so cool to see, for instance, Kyer Elam there behind Jalen Ramsey as a top corner in the league. I mean, could he be that good? I mean, he seems to be playing pretty well. And then seeing Matt Milano as the top linebacker, that to me is not a surprise to see him up there. Tremaine Edmonds, way down. And interestingly enough, he is right there with Roquan Smith. And I had a video not too long ago where I proposed a trade, Tremaine Edmonds for Roquan Smith. But I guess apparently I'd be just as unhappy with Roquan Smith as I tend to be with Tremaine Edmonds. And then all the other positions in our rankings and where we fall, Josh Allen right there behind Geno Smith. I have to say I don't know that Pro Football Focus is perfect, because I'm pretty sure Josh Allen is better than Geno Smith. But that's what makes sports interesting, being able to debate all these things and look at numbers and come to conclusions. And if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. That's up to you. That's what makes sports fun. So that's that for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Pittsburgh Steelers coming up in 3 days. See you tomorrow.